Normalization, man, normalization. It was a whole lot of normalization going on, and it's been a whole lot of normalization the whole time. You feel me? Everything that people going through, you know what I'm saying? I was already going through it before, years before, you know what I'm saying? The things they do to me first will happen to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird like that, you know, especially the attack on my platform, for example. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it was a point in time, like, when nobody, like, it was nothing going on, like, with accounts. You feel me? Then the last year, they did this campaign, whereas, you know, because see, my platforms have been targeted. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me actually had to post. Like, I just posted some recent, you know, post on Twitter. And basically, I'm describing, and, you know, this is an explanation of why I posted this. And that's because, you know, all these years, given the things like the amount, like the type of persecution I've been under, like without cause, it's been extreme. Every part of my life, including my platforms, you know, not mention my personal, you know what I'm saying, safety, you know what I'm saying? So with this year, I've been forced to utilize every part of my platforms, you feel me, like to the best of my ability. So that means that even my like section, you know, is a part of my timeline, you know, because of what's happened to me. You know, I hadn't had any choice but to, you know, like try to get my message across, get the truth across, you know, I mean, accurate perspective of what it is I'm about, who I am and what I stand for, you know what I'm saying, because of the amount of attack I've been on that I didn't even know about. So you realize that it's been like a situation that gradually things were like being normalized. Like, for instance, with this action right here I just did, pretty much posting, you know, it was a misrepresentation of my character, like, you know, because it's platform leaders that's behind the scenes in the shadows, you know what I'm saying, they be in collusion with other parts of, you know, behind the scenes in the shadow entities, and they do things like that, you know, and they unpost my post and stuff informally, you feel me? Couple months ago I had this very, very gruesome situation for which there's still no justice for. You know, I was actually like, I had like a whole ton of like my stuff, like, because I told you my like section is also a part of my timeline because of the attack that my life has been under for the last 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So it changed my life and weaponized my platforms without my participation, against my will. You feel me? Without my participation, like you mean the attacks that I've been under forced my stuff to be like weaponized like that. You know, I didn't choose to, you know, make my platform into something combative, but, you know, by the attack that's happening to me, I was forced to try to, you know, defend myself and present an accurate perspective to fan supporters and everybody who care about like things that's right. You know, just, I mean, nobody wants nobody to think something other than that's not true. You feel me? That's just how it is. You know, nobody don't want a false perspective about them in rotation, especially a damaging, life-threatening false perspectives. You feel me? So, I mean, and I'm a person that's a direct victim of that already. You know what I'm saying? It's been 7 years. You know, I get attacked with real weapons and, you know, things like this. Like, I mean, it's been like a nonstop hunting on my life. You know, I've even been told I'm the right person in the wrong body. You know what I mean? That was like in 17. You know, it's just been like a plethora of like a cornucopia of a whole bunch of types of attacks on my life. But the one on my platform is very important because it's my means, my voice. You feel me? It's my voice. It's been the only way I can get anything out about myself. And they've been trying to silence that and this is how desperate the situation was, you know, because I know everybody remember this we had this spike. It was this spike in the last year, for instance, you know, like my accounts had never been touched. Like it was never, you know, because the things, everybody know the things I've been posting on my platform since like 13 been Bible based stuff. It was either between Bible or my poetry, and my poetry complemented the Bible, and the Bible, you know what I'm saying, was the foundation for my poetry. So, you know what I'm saying, from 13 all the way to now, you know what I'm saying, everybody know, you know what I'm saying, that's pretty much what my life and my platform and stuff was revolving around. You know what I'm saying? Now, over time, you know, you see like it was my page had never been touched because there was no reason for it to be touched. You feel me? I never had like anything removed. I had never been suspended, never been restricted. You know what I'm saying? It was never no reason for it because the things I talk about. Now, these years, like it changed because the things that I'm saying, you know, which is true, accurate, and indicative, and, you know, of my person, like of me, who I am, it conflicted with some type of I mean, things that others or somebody else was trying to, turn or become into reality. Something that was not reality, that's hinged on my life or something that some was trying to like turn into reality. You feel me? Like, I talk about it like false narratives and things. Like it's like somebody was trying to conform my life into a false narrative, and so they try to delete pieces of who I really am, like delete pieces from my life to force me to fit into this preset cutout and things. And so that's why my platforms just became under fire like that, because I mean, for instance, the type of things that these shadow entities do. You know what I'm saying? The persecution I've been under, like it was a spike in account suspensions, for instance. And it was a whole bunch of people getting suspended and stuff for no reason. You know what I'm saying? That only happened for one purpose. You know what I'm saying? And that was for now my accounts to be getting scrutinized right now. You see, that it's like it was a way to normalize a situation when I was the original target of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it from what I had already been through. You feel me? Because that's what it was. Like, it was a whole bunch of people, like, they just out the blue, out of nowhere, just started getting suspended for nothing. And I knew from what was already happening to my life on the low, I knew that's what they was going for. You know what I'm saying? So around this time, it'll be able to counsel my accounts and things, that I don't deserve, clearly, with a proven viral testimony showing why I don't deserve it. To counsel me anyway, in spite of truth, proof, facts, everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's what was going on. So that's an example of the kind of things that I've been going through. They sit up there, then they'll do it like, they spin all these people, and all of a sudden, that's to normalize the idea of doing it, make it seem like it's happening to a lot of people or something. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? They'll intentionally do that, then make it seem like it's happening to a lot of people, then just to be able to do it to me, though, in the first place. See, that's what it is. Before everybody else go through things, I go through it first. You feel me? That's how it's been the last 7 years. You feel me? That's how it's been. And maybe even longer. But I mean, I just know from what I've been aware of, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of thing that happens. So that's why I was forced to post these like most recent tweets that I was talking about. What I'm talking about now, that's the reason they try to like use that, like they'll unpost my posts and unlike my own likes in order to misrepresent my character and distort the truth of my reality, or misportray my content. You feel me? And that's not cool with me, because that's misleading to people. You feel me? It's not an accurate perspective that they're trying to paint an inaccurate picture. I have a problem with that, because my foundation is rooted in the truth. And God is the truth. I mean, it's a scripture thing. That's what I live my life. I mean, like I'm saying, I guarantee that 99.9% of the time that tomorrow, Lord's will, that it comes, that all grass will still be generally green. You feel me? And I have absolutely no control over that. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of situation. So it's somebody else trying to like color all my grass purple. I mean, all the other grass purple for everybody else. You know what I mean? It's just not reality. You feel me? I mean, that's not reality. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's the kind of things I've been under, like such a brutal attack for so long that, I mean, like I say, man, I talk about it so much, you know what I'm saying, in my past recordings. My ability to interact, interpersonal, interactions and, friendships and, just all the normal things of life was cut off for me. You feel me? Like unable to maintain those things because the attack that I've been under the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do normal things without being attacked. I can guarantee that every single day I will have an attempted murder on my life. That been happening like every day. You know what I mean? I mean that's what's been going on. Feel me? I can guarantee it that anywhere I go outside or anything I ever do, I will be attacked that day. That's how I've been living. The whole time though, everything about me has been nothing but Bible based. I kept the Bible close. I lived the Bible way. You know what I mean? That's what it's been the whole time. I haven't did, I haven't. That's a reality that I never did adhere to. You feel me? And everybody know before that point, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know about the torture tech that's in me, since I was too young to know anything. And so, I mean, from that all the way to this point, pretty sure, just pretty much everything shows what's really going on, all in all, generally, what I mean? But with this here, yeah, man, I was forced to say something about this because it was painting a distorted picture, so it forced me to have to like post post an accurate perspective of what I was of the message I was trying to get across, which is a true message. And I mean, it's so much to be said, but I mean, as far as like for anyone who would be inquiring, information on whatever reality involving Elijah, or the things of God, I mean, I can shed light, you know, on whatever. I mean, now, it's not as necessary, for certain things to be like, illuminated. But I just, yeah, that was, it was my misrepresentation of a situation. Actually, it was an identity thing. You know what I'm saying? It was actually a clarification of identity of not just myself, but said, it's just the purposes of God, the messengers, the light, just the prophecy, it was a distortion of that, and me being, standing for the Lord, it's just like, I can't, that's not, it's just not, I can't say grass is purple, you feel me, when looking right, I can't do it, that's deception. And I don't deal with deception. So I honesty, integrity, those are things that God taught. God raised me up. God taught me. That's what I know, being honest. I just tell it like it is, show it like it is. And so, yeah, that my stuff was actually unposted. And I'm going to elaborate a little more on a situation that happened months ago when I was literally, like, I had a bunch of my micro poetry, things that I had just, wrote off the top, create off the top. Then also I had, everybody know, like, as far as, I was showing the pieces of a puzzle that's fragmented because of what's happened, you feel me, to my life for so long. And then, I even made a way where the people have actually caught the scam thing that was happening on my life in progress. You feel me? Like, they caught it and seen it for themselves. They seen what was happening in real time, in progress. You feel me? They saw, this attack that was on my life, on my legacy, on my body of work, on my, dynamics and all this stuff. They see and they caught it all, and that was good. Everybody see the whole time what's been going on, and so I had, like months ago, I had my likes, full of, and I talked about it actually when it happened, but then I got bombarded with so much stuff since that it kind of drowned out the situation. And that's what's actually been happening the whole time, the last 7 years straight. Something, that shocked the consciousness happened. Then if it get exposed, by 7 more things happened the very next day. And then after that, the day after that, 14 more things happened the next after day. You know what I'm saying? Like the next day after. And that's the way I've been getting attacked. Like, I just been getting bombarded and bored straight all year, every year for absolutely no reason, but promoting the gospel. As my testimony proves, you know what I mean? So, that's all I know, as a reference point from as a regular person, living my life, with a Christian, just as a Christian, living my life. That's all I know, you know what I mean? And that's what's been happening. Then turn, of course, as we know now, it was actually going on since pretty much my birth. It just, it adapt, it adjust, and it changed to accommodate whatever my circumstances were. Every phase, every step of my life. You feel me? Whatever the circumstances were, the campaign or this demon campaign just changed to, that's how it works. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got attacked real bad a couple months ago. Like literally board followed for like probably like it was 20 days straight. Like I've been, even while I'm posting this, telling the whole world, pretty much asking for help, from whoever would hear it. And like every other time that I did that, no help came. You feel me? yeah, my stuff. I had just dropped some new off the tops micro poetry. Everybody know I do that. Uh, then I had them complimenting my other posts. Like I had other posts in my likes showing my overall concept of new concepts that I invented and originated. With dynamics. Including of course my renovation, construction. Just restoration. All these things that they sat there and watched me invent. You know what I'm saying with the there's things already, I already done spoke on so many times that now, it's common sense right now. You feel me? But I had and I ended up getting attacked, and then while the attacks are happening, it was other people trying to, like, it was during the time when I was getting my stuff claimed. You feel me? So it was like extortion in a way, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting bored, and then somebody, get bored for no reason while I'm creating this stuff for my fans and supporters by people that's not my fans or supporters. You feel me? By people I don't even associate with. And they're, attacking me at the same time. I'm writing this stuff for people who love God and, support my life, my story. Yeah, it was weird, and I got so much trauma that just compound all the time that, and it's like it just totally get ignored, unrecognized, like it never happened. But my testimony is just like a tornado. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know it happened until you see the damage it leave behind. You know what I'm saying? My trauma, this testimony, is the damage it left behind. You know what I'm saying? That's recordings as well as my 18,000 plus quotes, including my micro poetry. So, yeah, all of that was removed a couple months ago without my permission for absolutely no reason. Yeah, all of it. My stuff was unliked. It was removed, and I didn't even know it. The only way I found out, I found out by a stroke of luck. You feel me? I would have never known if I didn't check and look and see my stuff wasn't. And that's what happened. It was something. And then the reason that's so significant is because I had some things, like I had posted some of my quotes and stuff. And it brought attention and awareness to the nature of the thing I was already going through before. So it was very, very important for that to be visible to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because while it was visible, you know what I'm saying, anybody that could have helped me, whether, it was or was not, if it was and they saw it, then that would have brought more awareness on my situation. So it was very vital that everything that I had liked, you know what I'm saying, was visible for everybody. And that's what it was. It was visible for everybody. And it was good for a minute. And then at some point, while I'm, handling my day to day, you know what I'm saying, like your average hard working American, a large chunk, you know what I'm saying, of all of it was like unliked, and unretweeted, untweeted and all that. And that was like, it was probably like 3 or 4 months worth of information, which just totally just removed from my archives without my permission. And I would have never known it till I looked. And the thing making it so significant is right after that happened, during the time when that happened, I got bored, like, you know what I'm saying, with an excessive amount of weapons. Simple, with attacks, it was, I had got, I was getting attacked. It was some point blanks, some attack, most long range attacks. It was just like, I got bored for like a week straight, you know what I'm saying, with it, even while I'm telling everybody what's going on, nobody's helping me, and that was that, that was like right when that happened. So it's no, it's no secret. It's clear that whatever was going on, the platform leaders are actively, they're incorporated into it. That conspiracy to commit murder against an innocent man, a babe, you know what I'm saying, for following the will of God. And that's in conjunction to everything that's been happening years before. I've been on Twitter since 2013. You feel me? And imagine what was happening in 2017 and 16 and 15 wasn't that bad. That's when it first started. It's like, I noticed differences, but I ain't understand it. And then everything just turned up. I just know in relation to my life and my, what I observe as a victim, just somebody that's, as a regular person, trying to do the will of God and also build and um a legacy, larger. I mean that a legacy for God. You know, that's what make the situation you know significant because that's the whole thing. Like all of this that I ever been trying to do is glorify God, trying to build a godly platform, empire, then legacy. So everything that's been happening to me has been for that, and I know what others say, and they I mean they might be partially right, as far as like the attack on my life, but I know what I've gone through. You feel me? I mean that's not even my fault. So I can't help, you know, the attack that I've been under for doing the right thing. You feel me? So I mean, but yeah, so this situation when things like this happen in my platforms, it's not the first time. You feel me? It's like it's been a steady, long pattern, years long. You know what I'm saying? It's been a non-stop, never ending fight, never ending battle. If it ain't attacking me physically with attempted murder, then it's intellectually through my finances. If it ain't that, then it's through my platform and my legacy through my art. You feel me? It's like it never lets me rest. You know what I'm saying? With this demon campaign that's on my life, pre-planned, it's always on me in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Every part and facet of my life under siege 24/7. You feel me? And now and that's been the situation. I mean, I captured the whole thing and made it go viral worldwide. So I mean, I ain't understand how it just kept. You feel me? Like but I don't know. I mean, but yeah, that's the reason why I posted those recent tweets. Because yeah, but I mean, it wasn't really as I mean, the like my stuff was like it was put in a different order than I originally put it in, and that means from what going through what I've been through, that little things like that make a major difference. You feel me? And like as far because that can be easily distorted. You know what I'm saying? To the perception of people and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in life or death situation behind information. For so long. Even with truth and proof visible still. So it's very important, you feel me? And that's all I've known as life, pretty much my whole artistic career and my whole literary career, it's tons of other things I wanted to do, like as far as, it's like I say, man, you can imagine if I did not have to, if I wasn't subject to these, these persecutions, you feel me, like that, it would be, I wanted, like I had this thing I was doing, of course, a segment where, all this, all persecution aside, all drama aside, I could just focus on, my restoration and, renovation aesthetics and, things like that, just nonstop. And that's what I was going to do. I mean, and there's tons of other aesthetics and dynamics I got that I refuse to release to the world because when I you see what happened, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, with that alone, that would have been enough. You feel me? And I wanted to just elaborate on that, and that's what I'm about. You know what I mean? I'm about good stuff, like just quality, fun stuff. Godly stuff. You feel me? It ain't always, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was forced to recognize a reality that I didn't have no interest in because of its interest in me. You feel me? That's the situation. Because of its interest in me, my ideals and stuff, it's been forced me to have to pay attention to, and acknowledge, and address it like this, because, when you minding your business and your platforms, somebody like doing your platforms like that, taking pieces out, why you getting, why you got, weapons always you've been attacked with weapons in your private life, personal life all the time for nothing, then it's very important, that information is visible. And I'm an author, so that's all I had, but yeah, man, yeah, I wanted that to be clarified, because of what's been going on already for so many years. you know, and this wasn't as, serious a situation as, like for instance, a couple months ago, what I'm talking about, that was like a hit. They deleted my stuff, took my vital information down, and then went for a hit on me that lasted like 20 days straight. You know what I'm saying? While I'm telling and crying to the world the whole time, and nobody's doing nothing. You feel me? Nobody in the world's doing nothing. I'm getting bored. My day to day, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting, my place broken in, like just straight bored. This years after, you know what I'm saying? So you see, like, why I say the things I say, but that's all I know. It's pain, really. But yeah, this situation wasn't as serious as that. But I mean, it was still annoying, to see that, because I know what that was leading to. And they misrepresented, information to have people thinking of a false perspective of content, or a point that I was trying to get across, and it wasn't accurate. You feel me? So I had to clarify that and clarify this, But yeah, man. Sometimes things are more than they seem.